open. Hi.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Groovy Cap. The location, Burton, Michigan, inside the Courtland Center Mall. Just to mention here, the Planet Fitness is one of the few other stores that you cannot enter from inside of the mall. Planet Fitness wants you to enter their location from going on the outside. So there's a few other stores like this in the mall. And as you can tell from the red couches and the brick, the tile, 1960s is what we're looking at here. But then around the storefronts themselves, I would probably guess about 1990s kind of coloring. So that's probably the last time this was remodeled. Now this is actually underneath the American flag there, a large space. At one time, I believe it was J.C. Penney's occupied this space, and since then they have actually relocated to one of the ends of the mall, more of a firm anchor location. Now I filmed this on a Tuesday around noon, and so you're probably going to see a lot more people walking than carrying bags or shopping in this video. And your K Jewelry, the other jewelry company on the corner, had closed down for some time. One of the nice things the mall has done to kind of fill up the unoccupied spaces was to include some of the local Artisans Art. They're having a art festival, and a lot of these works were very well made. So you'll see some paintings and other pictures and such in a lot of these storefronts just to kind of fill it up, which is a great use of space if you can't fill it up with a tenant. Oh, and what mall wouldn't be complete without their Bath and Body Works there as well? Even in a slower dead mall, Bath and Body Works and I think your GNCs are usually the last to go. Cakery Supplies, a store that was closed on the day that I filmed this. However, I do believe the store is open, just not on the day that I went through. The Goodwill, I believe they occupy about a 15,000 square foot space as well. One of the things I really enjoy about these dead mall videos, and there are a lot of people who are making great videos on these types of locations. This is Dan Bell being one of them, Retail Archaeology being another. But certainly I want to pay my respect to those who are making terrific videos, and it's one of the reasons why it's encouraged me to capture some of my local environments here. The theater that we checked upon there, the theater actually has stadium seating in it, and it has been remodeled, I think in the last 10 years or so, maybe 15. So it's a great place to catch a show. So if you're in the Burton, Michigan area, certainly definitely check it out. And as I mentioned earlier, your GNC. Sandwiched between two empty locations. Now the Dunhams is occupying a anchor location that used to be Crowley's. It's I believe it was just a Michigan store, large store. It closed down many years ago, about maybe 20 years ago. And attached to Dunham's, still part of the anchor store, anchor location or spot, is Joann's as well as Staples. Those two locations, Joann's and Staples, you have to enter from the outside. You cannot enter them from the mall. And this would be the food court. As you can see there, one of the restaurants was closed entirely. Tables and chairs there in the middle. Cozumel, the restaurant, very good to eat at. I actually had a burrito there after I got done filming. And inside it was actually pretty busy there as well, being around noon. And this on the opposite side, or the opposite kitty corner from the Mexican restaurant, is this Reflections Beanery. They were closed. They're only open on certain days. Tuesday apparently was not one of them. But the mall location itself is pretty much in the shape of a T. Hearing aid center, long time closed. This is the customer service desk here. And back to the American flag. The last tenant that was in that large space underneath the flag was Stephen Barry's. I believe they were only opened for a year, perhaps even less than that. They went through a bankruptcy. Certainly is nice to see that American flag filling up a voided space otherwise. Oh, and a working fountain. Payless Shoes, another company that is currently in bankruptcy. I always find with the Payless shoe stores that the mall locations have the old logo and a lot of the separate locations have the newer logo that they carry on them. And of course our JCPenney's. I certainly appreciate everybody for taking the time to watch this video. I hope to be making more. Please feel welcome to comment, like, or subscribe.